Alright, welcome back to party 4. Star took me like yesterday to do this because I didn't have time. Okay, so today I went out to eat at Cracker Barrel and I went on bowling at 5 p.m. and we just got home at like 6 o'clock or so. I'm not really sure what time we went home. So we had a good time. I did post some videos on Snapchat and Instagram if you guys want to check it out. Okay, so let's talk about autonomy. Autonomy. Or autonomy. Or autonomy? Is that how you say it? Alright. First, watch the first 11 and a half minutes of this TED talk, creating autonomy, or autonomy, I should say. Creating autonomy, supportive learning environments. Answer these questions in those videos. What does the autonomy mean according to John Stock? A. The controlling volition. John wanted play tools for Christmas. He didn't get them. What did he get instead? He got real tools and was a little kid sized. What are the three conditions that allow for autonomous learning to take place? Resources, exploring, real tools. While the focus of this TED talk was to revamp the higher education levels of learning, let's apply the three conditions needed for autonomous learning to take place to a daycare facility or home life for toddlers. Second, why does it always do that? Try your hand at creating environments that have real tools or situations that you actually have, real choice and real trust. Of course, everything needs to be age appropriate for toddlers. Please do not give them real tools if they are sharp or could hurt themselves in the same way. Here's one example. In my daycare facility, we have the parents to bring in their toothbrushes for the toddlers to use after lunchtime, real tools. We encourage students to let their we encourage parents or students or babysitters to let their child pick out what toothbrush and toothpaste they would like to use at daycare, real choice. After lunch, we had the toddlers lined up to use the sink to brush their teeth. We practice a few times at the beginning of the year and reteach every so often, but day to day we let them brush their own teeth with no help or added instruction. Real trust. And now it is your turn. Come with 5 examples, just like mine above. Include the activity, the real tool, real choice, and real trust. I take out the trash. I do a lot of work to catch on. I get on time early and on time. I do chores often, but if I have time. I obey some lifetimes. Third, as a child develops autonomy, they will also grow in self-esteem. Define self-esteem. A worth of peace and giving pride. When promoting self-esteem toddlers, is it important to encourage worth, competence, and control in them? How can a parent or caregiver encourage their feelings of worth in a toddler? List 3 ideas for examples that can be the best way possible for yourself. Not too hard examples. They need more help or they can think rationally. How can a parent or caregiver encourage their feelings of competence in a toddler? Talk about mistakes, keep on track, and giving specific spots. How can a parent or caregiver encourage their feelings of control in a toddler? Take action, talk about your own feelings, deal with your problems. But if you're like an adult or so, you must do that. Pardon me. I think I'm done with the rest of this. But wait, I'm done with this. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be doing that work. The some solar system basics. I'll be getting into that work after this video ends. Okay. Did a lot of assignments not owned by me recently. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not over yet. we still have a lot of work to catch on, to be honest with you. Okay, where am I? I'm gonna do the road to the Civil War. I'll be doing somebody else's story on page 85. The road to the Civil War. Goal: I'll be able to understand what led to the outbreak of the Civil War U.S. Before the Civil War, the North and the South had very different economies and views of how the country should be run. In the space below, record what you already know about the differences between the North and the South before the Civil War. What do you already know? How do you think these differences have led to the differing viewpoints leading up to the Civil War? The Missouri Compromise. The 1850, the new knowledge, saw an enormous rise in tensions between states and their right to choose to be free states. No slavery or slave states. The government felt that the number of free states and slave states should be balanced. This led to the citizens questioning the status of states in the West, that they were still territories or were far removed from slave versus free state debate. Missouri Compromise was the first step in trying to balance slave states versus free states. Um, don't worry. I still have to finish this assignment until like 11:59. Otherwise it's gonna be a wait. It's gonna be a late process, and I don't want that. Click on this video link to watch a quick video about the Missouri Compromise. Take notes in the space below to use later on this assignment. The Compromise of 1850. Not everyone has to be happy. Not everyone was happy with the Missouri Compromise. Some people thought it was like that there should be more done to even the number of free states in their slave estates. Senator Henry Clay was one of those people. He proposed yet another compromise. Click on this video link to watch a quick video about the Compromise of 1850. Take notes in the space below to use later on in the assignment. The Kansas-Nebraska Act. Slavery, yes or no? The Kansas-Nebraska Act was yet another stepping stone on the path to trying to balance out the country. Click on a video link to learn about this progress. You can take notes about if you have time. John Brown in the Raid of Harper's Ferry. Anti-slavery or anti-slavery. Mass meeting. I don't know why I keep saying anti, but it's not pronounced that way. I used to pronounce it like this when I was in 5th grade, but I regret it. It's anti-slavery. By the end of 1850s, some members of abolitionist groups were becoming more and more bold with their tactics to help runaway slaves. Click on this video link to learn about John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry, VA. Take on a space to use notes. Also, rank the events. Directions. In the table below, rank the events in order of which one you think that had the most impact in pushing the U.S. towards civil war. To which one you think that had the least impact. So the event that had the most impact will go in ranking space 1. You can do rank, there are 4 of them. There's event, justification, and the why. You can explain your detail. The event with the least impact will go in ranking space 4. The next event, each event, you must justify why you decided the event should be placed first. Second or third, and finally fourth, your justification must be in full sentences and have more than 4 sentences in each such justification box. Alright, let me know if you have any questions. You can ask your U.S. history teacher about that. I know I say that in every part, but not everyone has to know things, because I don't really know about U.S. history that much, but I do know all the U.S. history. I gotta be honest with you, but I don't know about my videos that are from like U.S. history, but I don't know about Indiana though, because where I live, nothing really happened in Indiana today, honestly. Or unless something happened in a long time ago, basically. I think I read this before. Culinary Arts ELearning. Students must earn a minimum of 100 points per week, May 12th and May 18th. Okay, so recipe reading. You can let Miss Fisher know, and use your own name. If you would like to make any not modifications or adjustments to fulfill your wildest culinary dreams, let me know. Recipe reading part 1, recipe writing part 2, Global Foods Project, tasty video, slavery version, buttered chicken India, lomo saltado video worksheet, prepare a lomo saltado, make pizza monkey bread, spaghetti and meatballs, level are you worksheet, Culinary Institute of America Virtual Tour Worksheet. COVID-19 Worksheet. Prepare a family meal. Fast food potatoes comparison. Fast food potatoes part 2. Food truck part 2. Food truck project. What does it really cost to run a restaurant? Worksheet. Make fresh pasta carbonara. Make pot stickers. Kitchen makeover. Fast food potatoes part 3 worksheet. Watch one, make one, or teach one. Cooking show, slavery version. Cooking show, part 2, savory, 50 points. Mashed potatoes, what level are you? Worksheet. Can you get out of here? Four Corners earns 10 points extra credit per card. Bingo earns 15 points extra credit per card. X earns 25 points or extra credit per card. Blackout earns 30 points extra credit. Blackout on both earns 75 points extra credit. Note, some squares may contain more than one link. You may complete a square more than one time if it ends with a different outcome. You can click one of those here. This is just the tip of the iceberg as far as cooking resources. Feel free to find your own as well. I am going to find out about the Kaju Ninja or the Kahu Ninja. So I'm going to check out his channel. Let's talk about...
I need a little refresher on this one right here. It's almost crawfish season again.
This is the Kahu Ninja. This is the crawfish. It's healthy or something?
Oh, yes.
It's healthy or something? I don't know how to say that. Okay, so this is what it looks like.
Crawfish etouffee, ladies and gentlemen. Hiya!
See that? I don't know what this is, but I've never seen this food in my life, but I don't know what it tastes like. Cause I have a feeling, does it have like onions on it? Cause I'm allergic to this kind of I'm allergic to this kind of stuff.
Time to get cracking on some vegetables. So what we have here is 2 yellow onions, 1 green bell pepper,
Ew.
1 red bell pepper, 2 sticks of celery, and 1.
Not doing onions. I'm allergic to them.
Let's do this.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But I'll let this guy do anyway. Even though it's made a long time ago. Oh, cool.
Get rid of this.
We're gonna be verified someday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Over to our hot
I can
pan.
smell the onions right now in this video.
Butter melted.
I don't know, it smells like it.
Butter, party or two? Let me show you around. Around this pan. Get yourself melted. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise the heat to about medium, so that way it's nice and hot when we saute the vegetables. All right, now that our butter has melted, we drop in our vegetables.
Nice.
That looks like Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas, alright. Alright, so let's just get out of there. Let's get out of here. So, okay, so I'm gonna do, like, another assignment. You know, like, even though I'm not really sure which assignment to do next, but I might tell you what assignment I might do, like, just like, I might look at my Google Drive. First, I have to get out of my to my school account, and I have to go to my Google Drive, and see if I have any assignments on there that are currently deleted, that are currently trash, but you guys can probably see it. They're not in there. I'm not ready to do this assignments yet um, because I'm not ready to do this current assignments yet because um, I'm just not ready for it, man. I'm just not ready for it. Not even a little bit. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn in the autonomy. Let's get out of there, please. I gotta go to its learning and and sorry if it's a long video, but I don't know if it is or not. I gotta check this in to Mrs. Huber so she can check it out. I have to go to my North Child Development, and you'll find it right. And if you guys are in this course, and click on autonomy or autonomy, all I have to do is just submit it. And here we go. I'll just get out of that. I have 5 no deadlines that well, except for those two because I'm not doing those two because they're too late. That's basically about it. I thought I had more assignments than usual, but still working on this. My apologies. I don't know how long I'm recording. I'm just saying. Rubbers and arms vocab. It has nothing on it. So oh no, that's not what I want. Did I do this assignment already? 6 for 11. Okay, so please let Miss Fisher know if you need help with ingredients or equipment. Please let Miss Fisher know if you're in her class. If you'd like to make any modifications or adjustments to fulfill your wildest culinary dreams, let me know. Baker. Cooking show baking version. Cooking show part 2. Making cream brulee. Making hot cross buns. Honeycomb candy. Prepare what level are you recipe of choice. Make a pastry. Cupcake. What level are you? Make a Sicilian breakfast. Bake cookies. Sourdough starter and mid bread. Bake a cake. Fundamentals of baking course worksheet. Eat your book. Chocolate chip cookies. What level are you? Tasty video. Functions of the ingredients project. Bake a yeast bread. Cinnamon rolls. What level are you? Jolly Rancher Raisins worksheet. Make freezer jam. Cake decorating. Make Irish soda bread. Bake cupcakes. Complete a bingo. Define below to win. Like I said, some squares may contain more than one link. You may complete a square more than one time if it ends with a different outcome. This is just the tip of the iceberg as far as cooking resources go. Feel free to find your own as well. I'm going to click on this link. This will take me right here. You can click on the King Arthur baking. You'll see what it looks like. No, I don't want that. Let's talk about the lemon chess pie. Chess pie. No one seems certain where the main for this type of pie comes from. A simple combination of eggs, sugar, and butter, with the tiniest bit of flour or cornmeal. Thickening chess pies appeared in print as early as the late 19th century. Whether it's provenience, or this pie is perfect for those who just love one lemon, but don't like the somewhat gluey texture or mile high mint meringue. Classic lemon meringue pie. This humble pie has no meringue to hide beneath. It is just lemon and a simple beast. Best. Prep for 25 minutes, bake to 45 to 15 or 50 minutes. Total 1 hour and 10 minutes. Yield for 9 pie, 8 to 12 servings. Ingredients and instructions. Okay, so crust, 11 and a half cups, 11 and a half cups for 177 G, King Arthur, unbleached all-purpose flour on 11 and a half cups of 170 G, tasty flour blend, 1 tablespoon, 9G, buttermilk powder, optional for tenderness and flavor. One and four half cups of tea. Actually, one and four half teaspoon salt, 1 and 4 halves teaspoon baking powder, one and four half cups 44G vegetable shortening, 4 tablespoons 57G butter and cold. For 3 to 5 tablespoons 43G to 71G ice water. See tips below. Filling 1 tablespoon cornmeal, 11 and 2 half tablespoons cornstarch, 1 2 and 3 half cups 330 G in sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons salt, 6 tablespoons 85G butter melted, or 1 1/2 teaspoon salt, 3 and 4 1/2 cup of 170G fresh and lemon juice. Is juice for about 3 lemons, 5 large lemons, 5 large eggs, whisked briefly to combine. So the instructions: to make the crust, whisk together to all of the dry ingredients. Work in the shortening until it's well combined. Slice the butter into pats and add it to a flour mixture, working it in until it's unevenly crumbly, with some larger pieces of butter remaining. Sprinkle 3 tablespoons of the water over the dough while tossing with a fork. Just as soon as the dough becomes cohesive, i.e., you can squeeze it into a ball pretty easily. Stop mixing. There should be still visible pieces in fat in the dough. Add up to the 2 additional tablespoons of water, if necessary, to make the dough come together. Flatten the dough into a disc and wrap it in a plastic wrap. Refrigerate for 30 minutes or longer. This resting period allows the flour to absorb the water and the gluten to relax, making the dough easier to roll out. Flour your work surface and roll the dough into a 12x9 approximately rectangle. If it isn't holding together well, sprinkle it lightly with a couple of teaspoons of water. Fold the dough into a thirds like a letter, then fold it into a thirds to the opposite way. To form a rough square, wrap it well and refrigerate again. Perfect your technique. When you're ready to roll, remove the dough from the fridge. Make it made with the combination of butter and shortening should rest for about 5 minutes at the room temperature before rolling. Dough made it all butter will need a 15-minute rest. Roll the dough to a 12 or 13 circle and settle it gently into a 9 pie pan. The pan should be over 11 and 2/2 deep. Fluid or crimp to the edge of the crust are desired. Place the crust in the refrigerator. No need to cover it while you make the filling. To make the filling, whisk together the cornmeal, cornstarch, and sugar and salt. Stir in the melted butter, then the lemon juice. Add the whisked eggs, stirring it until everything is well combined. Pour the filling into a chilled pie shell. Bake the pie on the bottom shelf in preheated 375 degree F oven to 45 to 15 minutes, or until the center is set. This top should be golden brown. Remove the pie from the oven and allow it to be cool before cutting and serving. Where does the name chess come from? Some food historians may say it's like the takeoff of cheese, as American cheese, American English cheese pies, as American cheesecake was filling in consistency similar into cheese pie or chest pie. Um, Others say chest refers to a chest in which pies used to be kept. Due to the high degree of sugar, chest pies didn't need to be refrigerated, though in these days of heightened awareness of food safety, we do recommend refrigeration. One final theory that holds that chest refers to the simplicity of the pie itself. What kind of pie is that? Just pie. Just pie. Okay? Want to try a different crust method? One that can potentially or yield flakier pastry? Whisk together of all the dry ingredients, reserving a few tablespoons of the flour. Work in a shortening until it's well combined with the dry ingredients. Place the reserved flour on your work surface and coat the butter with the flour. Use a rolling pin or the heel of your flan of your hand to flatten the butter to about 1 4/2 thick and break the flour coated butter in one pieces and mix it into a dough and just until it's evenly distributed. Some of it will break into smaller pieces. Sprinkle 3 tablespoons of the water over the dough while tossing with a fork. Continue with the recipe as written. If you're not a fan of vegetable shortening, be sure to check out on our recipes for all butter pie crust, brown butter pie crust, and a non-roll pie crust. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have questions about if you guys have questions about, you can ask your teacher if you want. Okay, so I'll be looking at I'll be going to somebody else's story on part 85. Um, as long as I can look for, I may not pronounce that name. I don't know if I can pronounce your name, but um, I'll click on yours next. I cannot pronounce your name, but period 7, riding the goat. Mrs. Schmidt, English 9 college prep on September 1st, 2018. Okay, so this was from uh, first period, I think. I don't know. Okay, so actually, oh, period 7, my bad. Whatever your name is, cannot pronounce it. Okay, so stay tuned for part 85.